What's up, people? Do you guys have a leaking and or dirty roof? If you go down to Walmart for 40 bucks, you can get these two products that will take care of most of your issues that you would have with cracks, leaks, and things like that with your roof. This is how I do it. So $40 roof repair. I call it $40 because I spent 40 bucks basically on Protect self-level sealant for your roof. And then this Camco rubber roof cleaner and conditioner. This stuff is good because it has surfactants in there, which act as the cleaner. And then it also contains a coconut based conditioner, which is the important part for your roof. Because if you have one of the rubber style roofs, whether it's EPDM or the TPO membrane, they're both rubber. And as you know, rubber dries out, cracks, and that's where you start to get issues. So having some type of cleaner that has a conditioner or basically a rubber softener is a good thing to have. I try to do a roof maintenance inspection once a year. I think most manufacturers and some RV places, they want you to wash your trailer at least twice a year. So it's not a bad idea to do it every 6 months. So what I usually do is I will clean and condition the roof first. I'll get up on top of my roof with some blue tape and I'll mark all the places that need some type of sealant or crack repair, something like that. So that's what we're gonna do in this video. And like I said, 40 bucks. I also take a little tube of silicone and some type of scraper. Honestly, I had an old Valero card. A credit card works too. You'll see how I do it. And make sure you have a good quality caulking gun, a dripless one. So it's worth spending the 20 bucks on a decent painter's caulking gun versus the cheap Amazon. I know you can find them on Amazon for like 10 bucks, but some things you want to drop a little bit of money on. But yeah, it's pretty hot today. It's like a 90-degree day, but we're gonna get up on the roof. And like I said, I already washed it. Now I'm gonna do some of the repairs and I'll take you along for the ride. Quick note real quick here. I have a 27-foot roughly Rockwood mini light made by Forest River. This model is the 2516S, and one bottle of this was more than enough to clean not only my roof, my pop outs, and I was able to clean and condition my awning. Usually I use Dicor self-level sealant, but if you're in a pinch and you need to move quick and you don't have access, you don't want to wait for Amazon, Camco makes a product called Protect self-leveling sealant, and it's pretty similar to Dicor. It will do the same thing as Dicor will. The only difference is, like I said, you can get these two products at Walmart, and pretty much everywhere nationwide, if you're on the road, you have access to these. So quick note there. I try to have benchmarks for myself, like right there, and then I'll spray here, and you just continue cleaning the roof that way. Make sure you hit the gutters and everything, and eventually you'll work your way all the way down the roof line. So that's what we're gonna do next. And I'm gonna do the awning too. So when you get to small areas like this, make sure you have a little wire brush. Not wire, I meant like a soft bristle brush. That way you can do your vents and places around your AC stuff, hard to reach, that the big brush can't really do that well. By my AC. Like that. As you can see, I marked a few spots on my trailer. Everywhere there's blue tape are little places that I want to touch up. As you can see, probably need to wash my awning a little bit better, but that's kind of what it looks like after you use the sealer. My roof is pretty clean, as you can see. Conditioner and sealer. And I have a few places, not too bad. I came up here and I sealed my roof once before this year, but since I'm getting ready to move, obviously it was worth coming up here and checking again because I found a few more places. One of which is kind of interesting. It doesn't surprise me. You have your fan covers, and rather than putting some sealant on it, the self-leveling stuff, what I did is I have my silicone, which is why I always bring silicone with me up on my roof. And all I'm gonna do is put a healthy amount on there. And this is just clear silicone. I'm gonna take that Valero card that I said I had, and I'm just gonna give it a couple of swipes, kind of level it a little bit, just like that. And as you can see, it creates a nice, decently even layer and seals that crack up. This would definitely leak. Let's make no mistakes about that. It was cracking, so it will leak. And I am gonna do the same thing with the other side. So, as you can see, I came up here and I put some of the self-leveling sealant all around the vents. It's gonna level itself out a little bit more over time. Just a couple little spots right there, right there. You can see how it eventually flattens out in the heat. And then I got a couple of spots right here. This is clean already, like I said. It just, this material grabs dirt pretty well, and you can see right here how there's it's starting to crack. So I'll just put a bead over this like that and see how it levels out. Same thing along here. I've noticed this particular product from Walmart doesn't self-level quite as fast. So I'm going to double up and see how it does. I'll come back to you in a second. All right, guys, as you can see, this stuff eventually does lay flat. It just takes a little bit of time to work itself flat. I hit all the spots I needed to. Just a quick recap. I added silicone there. That's going to dry overnight. Silicone there. I went all around my satellite dish thing that I don't even use. I covered the screw holes because that's a point of contention, I guess. What else? I covered a couple of little divots in that guy right there. Other than that, roof looks pretty good. Now we can get off of this thing. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Quick note for my Starlink, I had a flagpole and I just put a piece of galvanized pipe with the mount like that, and I mounted my Starlink on my trailer. Quick tip. So yeah, for my Starlink, mounted on a galvanized pole into the flagpole that the RV had, and I just took the cable and ran it down the ladder. I found some of these little sticky clips along the bumper right there underneath the trailer, and it goes into an access point under here in the floor, and I have a place on the inside of the trailer behind this wall that my router and everything is ran. This is more of a permanent solution. I know a lot of people just kind of set up their Starlinks on the ground, and that's fine, but I didn't want anyone with sticky fingers to come along and be able to take my Starlink. All right, guys, man, as you can see, it is hot up there. I would normally prefer to do this in the morning, but I just ended up doing it during the heat of the day. My honest opinion of the ProTech from Walmart, it's not bad. It doesn't flow as smoothly as Dicor does, but it still does the same job. It still self-levels, but just not as good. But like I said, if you're in a pinch and you need a repair real quick and buy yourself some time to get your RV in a shop or something like that, then it's a good product to use. And they're available nationwide, so why not get it from Walmart if you can. Like I said, the silicone I use for the AC or the fan covers is just DAP 100% clear silicone, flexible, minimal shrinkage, interior, exterior. Says it's for window, door, siding, and trim. It'll work perfect on that plastic, and it will buy me at least a year probably while I'm looking for new vent covers or fan. I keep calling vent covers, but they're fan covers. But yeah, other than that, I hope this video helps you guys out. As always, make sure you like this video, subscribe, share it if you want. Yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.